Welcome to the latest talk about extended reality. Today, we're going to talk to you about two use cases of extended reality, one of which was planned in the activity of our project that I will explain to you today. The second one was very much not planned. More on that later. My name is Stephen McNabb. I've been with Alstom since 2006. I started in Dublin on maintenance of rolling stock and infrastructure maintenance systems. Since then, I've done many different roles in many different projects in many different countries for Alstom. And for the last 6 years, I've been involved in the extended reality training simulation business. We design, develop, and deploy training reality solutions for our customers worldwide. You'll see some of those examples today. I'm also a qualified trainer for many years, but probably most importantly, at least for me, I'm a passionate gamer. So when I tell you my job of training and simulation, I mean job. This is cool stuff. So, a couple of questions. What do you think is extended reality? Everybody know? Hands up, maybe? I know what it is. I know. Second question. Have you ever taken an automatic metro as a passenger? So, some yes, some no. Okay, let's have a look. Simplified definition of XR, extended reality. I told you I was Irish, so XR or XR, depends on your country. Virtual reality, augmented reality, or mixed reality. This is the umbrella term that takes account of all of that, in all of its forms, in all of its interfaces. And it's a lot easier to say than VRA or MR that we used to say a couple of years ago. My two use cases that I will discuss with you today are about this project, Montreal Metro, or Montreal, or the REM project. It's an automatic metro. The customer, way back at the tender phase, now almost 8 years ago, requested a driving simulator for an automatic metro. So it's a little bit counterintuitive, but I'm going to explain to you why it's critically needed on an automatic metro, as well as obviously on manual systems. So the first reason is simply because you have no drivers. One of the activities you have to do is train the maintenance crew who work in the manual sections. Second reason, you've got to train the test and commissioning teams. You've also got operational events in the morning where you need to do line inspections. And in the event of an incident occurring, you must perform rescue operations and activities, go online, and if you have to drive at a reduced speed of under 10 kilometers, that's a long time to cover a network. So, what have we done? We've not only created a driving simulator for driving, the Alstom Next Generation Simulator is actually a full transport system. We modeled a full train in 3D, the full station, the full line, all connected in an immersive world, all working and functional according to the correct behavior of the full system. So when you perform a task or do something on real life, you can do exactly those same tasks on the simulator. So it's no longer a driving simulator for driving. It is all of the activities of operation and maintenance on a transport system. I will try and help you visualize what that means. If you've seen an Xbox or a PlayStation, you've seen maybe Call of Duty, you know, that first-person avatar moving around. Well, we've built Call of Train. I'll give you a quick look at what that looks like. So you start in a station, you move on to your train. You take control of your train. You move through the interaction, you open the panels, you follow the correct commands of the train, as you should, following all the communication rules. You will then perform the activities according to a real train. This is actually a function of Montreal. And then you will maybe have to see an obstacle. Line inspection, storms, weather, you know, life happens. With the driving simulator capability, you get to practice that simulated life exactly as you would do in real life. That means you can practice correct operation procedures, you practice track access, you practice on the station the platform screen door interfaces and the functions. And that's just for the driving part. In Montreal, the Alstom team are the maintainer. They're not only using that to learn how to drive, they're also using it for the platform screen door maintenance team. But if we have a problem with a passenger or a trapped bag or something like that, it happens, and we need to lock out the door or do some functions, the time it would take the maintainer to come may be quite long. So now what we do in Montreal is we're training the station staff. The station staff team on the platform screen doors are fully trained and competent to perform the interfaces, and they're already there. That means the response time, the first response time, is present. What does that mean? It means minutes are saved. And that can be a lot of minutes if the maintainer is far away in a depot and there's blocked traffic. So here we see the track. The city of Montreal is built. We take the 3D model of the BIM of the city, the building information 3D modelings. We'll take various data to build the real track. This is an entirely new metro system. First section is 15 kilometers long, and it will grow. So the interfaces that I mentioned, so this is the simulator that we've provided for the project team in Montreal. So it's a mixed desk. So where's the extended reality here? What you have is some physical interfaces that are real, so some reality. You have some touch screens that are following the train control, so that's mixing the activities. But inside the software, you have the virtual reality, or what we would call 3D models, computer-generated images. That is virtual reality. Some people consider that virtual reality is only an immersive headset. That's a very limited aspect. That is just an interface. Virtual reality can be any of the interfaces, providing it's virtual. We have, of course, the instructor station to make the controls, set up the scenarios, make the additions that we need to do. We have the observer platform where we can have trainees, staff, and crew see what the people are doing. So that means we can enhance the trainee efficiency and effectiveness of a large population. And of course, it's the full line, the full train, so you get to simulate absolutely everything. The second use case that I would like to explain to you is we are a worldwide organization. We're a worldwide team from Montreal, obviously in Canada. But we are also in Europe, in France, where the various engineering teams are built, where there's some of the training teams, in India, where we're doing some design and manufacturing and training activities as well. You know, global and local. However, during the course of our project start, which was started around about 2018, starting to build in 2019, stop. We're building a train and everybody is at home. So how do we help people in Canada receive the new train that was planned, provide them with training, understanding, receive the train? We turn to my team that, or some of them anyway, that are on the bottom right there, all working from home because, you know, isolation. Look to some of the other projects we were doing on extended reality, and what we did was we took a virtual visit, 360-degree tour. We already had the driving simulator in the scope, so with that lucky break, we transformed the 3D model that we had built for the driving simulator, put it into another space, and created this interactive virtual visit tour, kind of like Google Street Maps before that was a thing, but for railway assets and in 3D. Once we built that, we started to lay on top information about the equipment, the assets that they need to learn. And then on a Teams call, connecting with people in India, in France, in Canada, and everybody at home, doing the training courses with the train in front of them before the physical train was in Canada. So that virtual tour allows you to have the assets in front of you. You can go inside the train, outside the train, but critically you can go underneath, see the bogies, see the equipment, see the wheels, go onto the roof, see all the equipment, and really understand what is going to be received. I mentioned 4 words: virtual, augmented, mixed, but the most important is reality. Every single tool that we design and build of extended reality, all the training that we deploy is for one objective: fulfill reality. Keep the service running. Keep it effective, efficient, available, and reliable. That is the only objective of everything that we do in a transport system. And I'm very happy to say, last year, as planned, Montreal entered the service for the first 15 kilometers. But that's only the first 15. Montreal is going to extend its reality up until 67 kilometers to become one of the 5th largest metro networks in the world. And of course, the extended reality solutions that we build also have to expand and grow. So the driving simulator line will need to extend. The virtual visits that are still in use today by the training and operations team will be updated. And as the systems evolve and the TCMS systems and the control systems grow, so too will the use and use cases of extended reality. So, I hope you've enjoyed this short talk about extended reality. And if you would like to take a moment to explore Call of Train on my right over here, or take a visit of several things, including Montreal and some other technology and trains that we've got, you're most welcome. Thank you very much.
Questions? Hi there. It was really interesting talk. Thank you. So what's next?
What's next?
What's next? What's the next big thing?
What's the next big thing? Very simply, the technology has been around for a lot. What we've got to do is get really effective at adoption. So we can look to the next big thing like AI, like various different trends. But do we use what we've already developed to the maximum capability? Can we bring it and make it more accessible? So the next big thing is partly technology, but if I had a wish, I would say we need to make it more available, more accessible, more used. Then, with more use, we get more efficient, we get more effective, we get more competent people, we get more results from the people, and then the people will identify what would they need to be even better.
Lovely, thank you.
Nope. Super. Thank you very much.